Hello everyone, this is lecture 10 of PEC. Before starting this lecture, let's review the content of previous 9 lectures. In lectures 1 to 5, we mainly discussed the problem about variables. The core variables are mainly two. That is the voltage and the current. These two variables also appear in middle school courses. We have more emphasis on their reference directions in this course. We define the power based on the reference directions of the voltage and the current. They are the absorbed power and the delivered power in our courses. They all depend on the reference directions of the voltage and the current. In lectures 6 to 9, we are primarily concerned on elements. We mainly discuss two kinds of elements. The first elements are independent elements. It can be resistors, whose essential characteristic is resistance. It can also be the voltage source whose essential characteristics are its polarity and value. It can be the current source whose essential characteristics are its direction and value. Besides the independent components, there are dependent components. Controlled elements can be divided into two types. They are controlled resistors, such as the switches, and this section of the MOSFET. There are also controlled sources. They are similar to this section of the MOSFET. These are all elements. We know the relationship of each component, such as for the resistor, we have U equals R times I. For the voltage source, that is U equals US, while I equals IS for the current source. We call the voltage and the current relationship in the ideal switch the controlled voltage source, the controlled current source, and the MOSFET the element constraints. It is not enough to solve the circuit with only the element constraints. In this lecture, we will discuss the Kirchhoff's laws. They are very important. Kirchhoff's laws can be called the topological constraints. With the component constraints and the topological constraints, we will introduce the 2B method in lecture 11. We can solve the arbitrary complex circuit with these two constraints. This is the framework of the previous lectures.